Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand!
You know what's a bummer?
What?
It's actually sad. Virgil Abloh died.
I saw that.
He was 41.
What did he die from?
It was a rare form of cancer. I think it's a rare blood cancer. Yeah.
Ugh.
So young. If you don't know Virgil Abloh, he was a designer, and he started the label Off-White. He was designing stuff for Kanye. He designed 3 of his album covers that are all pretty awesome, like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Throne, and Yeezus are his designs. And then he became the creative director, artistic director for Louis Vuitton. I met him that day, the day he was named.
That's right. I thought that sounded familiar.
Because I knew who he was, and I was on a flight to New York. I remember, I probably told this on the podcast when it happened, but I was on a flight to New York, and it's wild because a guy who has like styled us for shoots and stuff, he and I had talked about Virgil Abloh recently. So I'm on the flight, and I was just going through news, and it was a news article that said Virgil Abloh named artistic director for Louis Vuitton. It was a big deal because it was the highest ranking black executive, and he was pretty young to get that appointment. It was like, I think it was probably 2018 or something like that. And like he came from streetwear, so it was like a whole thing, right? And so I texted Seth, and I was like, "You see this?" He was like, "Yeah, it's so rad that he's going to be that." It was just like,
Seth's our stylist,
right? So anyways, I get to New York, and I go to the hotel, and I check in, and as I get on the elevator, I pick my floor, and I'm looking down, and I look down, and the guy who's standing next to me has shoes, and it has the Nike Air in quotes. So if you look up like Virgil Abloh Nike Air, it's a very specific thing, right? Where like he writes Air in quotes, and he had black ones on with white writing. So I'm like, oh, he's wearing Virgil Abloh Nike Airs. I just look down, and then I look up, and he's like 6'3", maybe 6'4". He was a pretty tall dude. And I was like, yo, man. I was like, you just got named. You pointed that today. He was very like nice, but humble, modest about it. It was just a strange. I remember that I wanted to tell him that Seth had given me a off-white jacket to wear on Conan, which I did. I wore it on Conan. But the whole thing is that like he's such a creative, like inspiring guy. I think to do as much as he did at such a young age. And it reminded me of that thing that like, people say this sometimes and you forget, and it sounds silly, but I think it's true. And that is like, everybody gets either like shoes or a shirt or a jacket or a dress that you're saving for something.
Yeah, your special occasion.
For your special occasion. And the special occasion is today.
Now.
Because you're alive today. So just fucking wear whatever that thing is. And today's the special occasion, right? So,
and use the thing.
Use it.
Like
wear the thing.
The purse that you are saving. What are you saving it for?
What are you saving
Today's
it for?
The day.
Today's the day. He's 41 years old, incredibly accomplished guy, and he passed away. And like, he came up with all this super cool fashions. He designed furniture and the whole Off-White label. Super talented guy.
Those are so cool.
That whole simplicity of writing the air on it, but it looks rad, right?
Yeah.
So I have on my Off-Whites today. I have on Off-Whites today. But I was bummed out to hear, and he battled cancer in secret. So nobody knew until they announced that he passed away.
How long was he sick for?
2 or 3 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And he never made it public, so nobody knew. Yeah. Very sad.
It's tough. Yeah, poor guy. Yeah, man, life is fragile, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And the older we get, the more you realize it. When people start kicking off, that people our age or you're just like, what, dude? Like,
especially strikes you when it's somebody like this, right?
Yeah.
Because the age is obviously very young. He's at the height of his career success, and like probably workload, like what he's doing. Couldn't be busier.
Yeah.
And, he's just gone like that. He's just gone.
Good morning, Julia. Did you like that highlight? Why not watch a whole episode or look at other highlights here, or you can subscribe right here so you know when that...
You dumb broad.
What? I did that right. I know I did. Did I do that right?